Donald Trump is now proposing a state-run media network to show the world how great he is and how great his administration is. One of the hallmarks of authoritarian, autocratic regimes is state-run propaganda media networks, where the reports about what government are doing are coming from government-funded media outlets. So what I'm talking about here is how Russia has RT, how the Qatari government funds Al Jazeera, how Venezuela funds this channel called Telesur, which you may or may not have heard of, how North Korea has that state media station, I think it's KCNA, I think it's called. China has it. There are many, many examples of this. And Trump has been trying to figure out how to get that pesky media to stop reporting the truth about him and his administration. And he's floated, I mean, let's think back, Pat. He had the idea of journalism licenses. Very early on in his campaign, he wanted to open up libel laws to make it easier to sue media outlets. He's threatened to shut down media that he doesn't like with an executive order. Doesn't appear as though that would be legal. I'm forgetting some others, I feel like.
But remember, there is no bigger fan of free speech and a free press than Donald Trump.
And so now, in that spirit of free speech and a free press, Donald Trump is floating the idea of state-run media. He tweeted about this yesterday, saying, quote, "While CNN doesn't do great in the United States based on ratings, outside of the U.S., they have very little competition. Throughout the world, CNN has a powerful voice portraying the United States in an unfair and false way. Something has to be done, including the possibility of the United States starting our own worldwide network to show the world the way we really are. Great." That's right. The president is suggesting a pro-Trump state-run channel to show the rest of the world how great everything is in the United States and how great everything is that is done by the United States. It's effectively a ministry of propaganda, okay? Someone wrote to me saying, "David, we have this already. It's called Fox News." To which I said, well, yeah, we basically do have it. Although Fox News sometimes lets the truth slip out when Shep Smith is on the air, or sometimes when Chris Wallace is on the air. One time when Neil Cavuto was on the air, the truth slipped out. Trump state media would not allow that. It would just be all Trump all the time. And interestingly, this is just so funny because Trump clearly has no idea about this. The U.S. actually does sort of have this already. There is a network called Voice of America, which broadcasts around the world. And it's basically PR for the U.S. in foreign countries. Trump may be totally unaware of it. But even Voice of America's director, Amanda Bennett, said last year, she's not going to be manipulated by Trump. So it may be a sort of pro-U.S. worldwide network, but it's not going to be Trump's personal propaganda tool. So clearly Trump wants something here that's more like RT in Russia or KCNA in North Korea or Telesur in Venezuela. He's proposing things that normally the right says we have to be careful with. Like what happened, Pat, to the right saying it's dangerous when the government controls the media. But now Trump says it or Trump does it when it comes to other policies. And all of a sudden the right says either, oh, he's just kidding around, or it's no longer something we have to worry about.
It's not a double standard because, of course, it's just okay when Trump does it. But do you remember in the early days of the Trump administration, Lara Trump launched the Real News Update? Those like 2 or 3 minute long Facebook videos. That's apparently still going on. So maybe we can scale that up. That could be the new propaganda arm that Trump is searching for.
It's clearly what he wants, and this is what happens in authoritarian regimes. And the truth is that, if anything, we have the opposite problem. Like, yeah, you do see some critical reporting about Trump, but given what Trump is doing, there should be way more of that serious critical reporting about the disaster that is the Trump administration. And then I was reminded, imagine of a station that simply broadcasts every Trump speech without comment worldwide, every press conference that he gives, every executive order signing ceremony, but not with commentary. That would do more to turn the world against Donald Trump than you can imagine. And it's just a sign of the hypernormalization that we are experiencing a call by the president of the United States for state-run media, and it's like on the third or fourth page of the top news stories of the day online because of the hyper-normalization that we've experienced. Something this nuts. Imagine if Obama did this. Imagine if Bush did this. It barely gets attention when it's happening in the Trump era. Follow the David Pakman Show on Instagram at David Pakman Show. Follow me at david.pakman. A lot of behind-the-scenes pictures, comments, highlighted comments from the audience, and much more. Quick break. Andrew Torres will join me next to talk about court packing. What is it? Can Democrats do it? Should Democrats do it? One of today's sponsors is privacy.com/Pakman, which is a free service that I myself use. Really useful in many different ways. Takes just a few seconds to link your debit card to privacy.com. Then you can create virtual credit cards that are linked directly to your bank account, and you use those virtual credit card numbers to buy things online, which protects your actual debit card so that it's not spread all over the internet. And one of the best things about it is how their mobile app and browser extensions for Chrome and Firefox make it really easy to use. Let's say, for example, that I'm signing up for a David Pakman Show membership. In the credit card number field, I already see the privacy.com icon. I just click it, choose which of my virtual credit cards I want to use, and the credit card number, expiration date, and security code are automatically entered. I can put in any zip code I want, and I'm done. And if you try to use my credit card number that you just saw on the screen, it doesn't matter, because I've already deleted that virtual card, and that's the beauty of privacy.com. There are a ton of advantages to using a free service like this. For example, you can sign up for as many free trials as you want, then just delete the virtual credit card you used and never worry about getting charged for it. It protects you from getting hacked. It protects you when companies are hacked, which happens all the time. It is all completely free. All you have to do is click the link under this video to get started. And for a limited time, they're giving everyone in our audience $5 towards your first purchase when you sign up using that link.